If you're embarrassed that you still miss them, even after everything they did, this video is for you. Because missing someone who hurt you doesn't mean you're weak, or foolish, or broken. It means your nervous system is still attached. In this video, I'm going to explain why you still miss somebody who hurt you, and explain a little bit about trauma bonds. So, one of the hardest parts of healing is missing someone you know wasn't good for you. Logically, you understand why the relationship ended. Emotionally, your body hasn't caught up yet. So you feel pulled in two directions: relief and longing, clarity and grief. That inner conflict doesn't mean you want them back. It means your system hasn't completed the separation. So let me explain what a trauma bond actually is. A trauma bond isn't about love, it's about survival. It forms when connection and pain are mixed together. Moments of affection followed by distance. Care followed by withdrawal. Hope followed by loss. Your nervous system learns to associate relief with the same person who caused the distress. And that creates attachment that feels powerful. Not because it's healthy, but because it's intense. Trauma bonds follow the same pattern as addiction. There's the high, the closeness, the validation, the feeling of being chosen, and then there's the crash, the confusion, the anxiety, and the silence. Your brain starts craving the relief more than the relationship itself. So when they're gone, your body experiences withdrawal. That ache you feel isn't longing, it's your nervous system searching for regulation. A trauma bond is an addiction cycle in relationships. So in simple terms, what will happen is they'll be so nice to you, make you feel like you're the only one that exists in this world. You're so special, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, they'll just turn mean and take that away from you. So your body goes into panic mode thinking, what's happening? What's happened? What's changed? And you just cannot make no sense of it. So then you're craving them to be nice again because your body can't regulate it. That is a trauma bond. So you're addicted to them being nice to you all the time, if you like. So it's like a push-pull scenario where 1 minute they're really nice, everything's fine, and you're floating on cloud nine and it's all in love, and then the next minute, boom, something happens, and it's 10 minutes, it's your worst nightmare, basically, and you want that nightmare to end. So you crave the nice again for relief because your body cannot regulate. So that's what's happening in this trauma bond. It's an addiction. Some people can just turn their feelings off and on, and they think it's a game to them, but it sends you, when you're emotionally attached to somebody, it sends you into sheer panic mode, and it is not a nice experience at all. Anyway, so after a breakup, separation, argument, your brain, it looks for safety, and it often does that by replaying all the good moments. You remember who they were at the beginning, or who you hoped they would become. The painful parts fade, not because they weren't real, but because the brain is trying to reduce the distress. Missing them doesn't mean the relationship was good. It means your system is trying to soothe itself. So common sense and logic just doesn't break trauma bonds. This is why just move on, get on with your life, forget it. It doesn't work. When someone says that, it just shuts you down even more. Because you can understand everything intellectually, but emotionally, you're still attached. Trauma bonds don't live in logic, they live in the body. They're stored in patterns of stress, relief, and attachment. Healing requires gentleness, not self-criticism. And next, there's the withdrawal phase that nobody warns you about. Because unless you've been in this kind of relationship, you do not understand it. So let me explain. When a trauma bond breaks, there's often a period that feels worse before it feels better. You may feel restless, emotional, or panicked. You won't eat, you won't sleep, you will replay everything over and over again in your mind, seeing where you went wrong, if you can fix it. You might want to reach out to them, not because you believe it will help, but because your body is craving that familiar. It doesn't mean you're going backwards, it means the bond is loosening. You have to take gentle steps to loosen the bond. You don't break trauma bonds by force. You break them with consistency and care, by creating safety in your body without relying on the person who hurt you. So things you can do to loosen this bond are things like reducing contact or going no contact, keeping a journal, putting all your thoughts and feelings in a journal rather than contacting anything you want to say to them. Write it down. Don't repeat it to them. Keep it to yourself. Meditation, breathing exercises to try and regulate your body, calm yourself down, because you will be confused, and it will replay and make you really anxious. So try finding something like meditation, some household chores, anything you can do to take your mind off it. I actually like decorating, so if you've got a little hobby or something like that, focus on that. Focus on something entirely different so you can calm your nervous system right down as much as possible. Another thing that will help you is this kind of relationship. When these moments happen where you break up, it is predictable. So going on past separations, past breakups with this person, you can roughly predict what they're going to say, what they're going to do. Try not to take it personally and not get drawn into all the bait, because they will bait you and provoke you. Try to avoid it as much as possible. Every time you choose not to react and to regulate yourself over the reaction, the bond weakens. So, what the healing process actually looks like. Healing isn't linear. Some days you'll feel strong, other days the ache returns. That doesn't ease the process. It's your nervous system learning a new pattern. It can take weeks, it can take months, it can take years. It's a slow, long process. One day, you'll notice you didn't think about them. Not because you're numb, but because your body feels safe again. If you're missing someone who hurt you, it doesn't mean you want them back. It means you're healing from something deep. Be patient with yourself. You're not broken. You're rewiring your brain. You're rewiring your nervous system, and it takes time. You're welcome to stay here if you need support while you're healing. There is lots of little meditations and reflections and little things on my channel that I've used myself to help me get through this. And believe me, if I can do it, you can too.